Great insights there from Mike Mulroy. He's done so much work along with the whole team. So this is what that means. We are going to start with the girls. The Rhinos up against the Elephants. This is for third, fourth place, and we are in mixed play here. Been a fantastic day of action, but we're under the lights here in Irvine, California, the Championship Stadium, aptly named as we're going to hand out the hardware here for the 5th year in a row. Rugby 10s is in town. It's been superb so far, and so much action to come. I'm joined by Rugby World Cup winner with England, Nat Merchant, and that opportunity for these women, but the start of what's going to be 8 sections of games, the third, fourth playoff, and then the first, second playoff. Should be a great evening.
Oh yeah, it's just an incredible way of looking at it, like 4 quarters really of a game rather than 2 halves. And each really having the same impact on the score. So we're going to see some fantastic display of rugby, I can imagine, and some competitive games as well.
I think so. There are the Elephants, the Serengeti team here. Quite a mix of influences. And in the green, the Rhinos are going to get things underway. And interestingly, the Rhino franchise chose to start with these girls. Really impressive throughout the weekend. A couple of names to look out for in the 22 and 25 jerseys. That is Katavake sisters from Sacramento. They've been outstanding. But here we go to start us off in the third, fourth place playoff. It is the Rhinos in green. Serengeti Elephants will have a free kick at halfway.
Yeah, disappointing start with that kickoff, but we have seen a few of those as in one area that potentially they'll grow into a little bit more with more practice. But a great start for Elephants to show what they can do.
So let's see that first quarter up in the left screen on the button. So that's a 10-minute period we're going to play here, 10 minutes, and we'll go pretty quickly on the turnaround as well. So if you're going for a coffee, go quickly and then come on back, or maybe even adult beverage. That one pops out the side, so Rhinos have a chance. Pushing it through the hands, and look at the pace from this woman. Outstanding work. Maya Wilson stretching all the way. The local crowd, the San Clemente Rhinos, are on the board early on here in the third, fourth place playoff.
Wilson has gas to burn around the outside there. So it's initially a huge hit, and the ball gets spilled in that contact. And then Wilson absolutely just guns it down that left wing. No one's going to catch her once she's free on the outside there. Great start from the Rhinos, and they're happy and jumping around as well.
The kick just slides to the left. With a smile there, but lots of time still to play here. 8.5 minutes left. The great thing is, obviously, all the men's, boys and men's teams, as well as the women's senior team, are watching on. They'd be delighted with that start for the Rhinos.
Yeah, absolutely. As you said, all the teams looking on. So not just this game, the impact on all the rest of it, because if you go into a deficit, you're just putting the rest of your teams that are coming on under pressure. So they'll want to get a really good start.
Little mistake there for the Serengeti Elephants. So again, they'll be on the back foot, on defense, as the Rhinos build their attack. They have 2 players right in behind the scrum, just to the left of your screen. So options to go both sides.
Rhinos just stood really deep off this scrum. You can't quite see it on the screen, but the wing is 40 meters back from this scrum. So I'm expecting some pace here if it gets out wide.
Drop down at scrum time. And straight away they do go to the edge, although it's a dummy and a fend. Nice strong carry there from Emily Katavake. Only brought down. There's numbers in the green. You can hear the other teams yelling numbers, numbers. That means they have an overlap. Being scooped up there by Mosia. Still on her feet. That mane of hair, and she's still powering away. Look at her go. Quick ball needed now for the women in green. The keep, ooh, there's some high contact. The referee's going to penalize for not releasing.
Thought there was a bit of a high shot in there before looking at it live, but not releasing. On the floor is the call.
You barely need a referee here, as all the other players are watching obviously ready to come on the field and cheering on.
Yeah, this is the noisier it's been with everybody here just waiting for their turn to come on.
There they go. A bit of an aimless kick there from the Elephants, giving possession to the Rhinos. Looking for an offload is Jules McCafferty. She's driven back. And well done to the Elephants. They finally got their hands on it. They got to get to ground. Now they have to be released as the ball carrier. The counter ruck comes in. They get it away. Oh, the old hospital pass.
Yeah, lined up. Yeah.
Good work though, and now this ball's loose. Oh, just been knocked forward there. Murphy's picked that one up.
Yeah, just a slight hand to that to be the knock-on, but oh, there's some big hits coming in from these Rhinos girls. To absolute textbook. Runs up, light on her toes, hits just as she catches the ball, times that to perfection. Although I'm sure for the Elephants, they won't be particularly happy with the timing of that pass. Oh. Yeah, here you go. There's a Rhino coming at you.
You've got to just stand in there and take it.
Yeah,
if you pull out, then it's a free run-in for the Rhinos. So
yeah, it's one of those where you accept your inevitability.
Maybe get a cold drink off your teammate after the game.
Yeah.
So a sloppy scrum, and the Rhinos pushing through the Elephant, and they do release it out wide. So came out the other side. One of the danger women, Jutronich, has been excellent. 15-year-old from the Mustangs, just a natural on the ball. Great to see her in space. And there's a gap on the edge of the ruck. Incisive running from Lily Rose Lennon.
Yeah, really great spot there through the middle. They've shown their pace out wide, so they're really asking questions of this Elephants defense. And look at the Rhinos men cheering on their girls.
Yeah, she's happy there. She did well to play with her head up, arriving at the ruck and saw there was no one in the hole for the Elephants to block her run in.
And this is really cool. Imagine this experience. Yeah. Under 18s, you've got the senior women's side, you've got the senior men's side, you've got the boys' academy, all rooting for you, cheering you on.
You've got Olympians, you've got All Blacks, you've got Springboks cheering you on, you've got World Cup winners. It's awesome. And they're just as invested in this game as they are in their upcoming game, because they know it's points, hardware, and hard cash on the line.
Absolutely. Alex Corbizero, coach earlier, and chatting to LJ, said exactly that. He's as nervous watching all of them as his own team that he's coaching. So, yeah, it really does bring another element to it.
Yeah, 2 scores on the board for the Rhinos. A little tough for this Serengeti team. A lot of local players. They've come together fairly late. That line out just doesn't work, and that's where it's going to show up without those extra training sessions together. Whereas the Rhinos seem to be in sync. As your 15-year-old Jutronich just driving through. There's the counter ruck. That's good work from the Elephants. The Rhinos get their hands on the ball. They got hands out wide, unmarked. A late pass doesn't go to hand. Maybe a little too much holding onto the ball there for Isa Surata.
Yeah, sigh of relief though for that. The Elephants, and as you said, it is tough when you haven't spent much time together, when you've got different players coming in, having to just problem solve on the hoof, really, and they're doing well.
Okay, a bit of calm here. Beautiful evening in Southern California, here in Irvine. The lights are on at the facility. What a great place to host the Rugby 10s Championship in 2025. Seems an eon ago that we were in rain-threatened facilities here. Last Saturday play had to be postponed. We got it all in. There's an offload out of the tackle, but they're going the wrong direction, are the Elephants, and they've knocked it on. So just about 2 minutes to play. It's all Rhinos right now.
Yeah, Elephants are under just so much pressure because they know what these Rhinos girls can do when they've got the ball, but also just defensively. Rhinos are really putting that pressure on. Lots of line speed in there, which is obviously putting Elephants' attack under a lot of pressure too.
So there's a little bit more weight in that Rhino pack. We will see. It's come out the side.
Yeah, so we'll get reset, making sure that referee's happy.
Into the final minute here. Come on, girls, is the shout from all the players in the green. Stop and go right under the post, reaching out. Dutronic, she's been a thorn in the Elephant side, and she gets her own score here, a third for the Rhinos.
Yeah, she really has been everywhere, working so hard. And again, you can hear the singing of the women, the men, and the boys waiting for their turn to go and play. But what a start! Oh, there we go, off the posts for the conversion attempt with that.
Well, don't laugh, because those 2 points could be in this 4-quarter format. That could be crucial.
Yeah, absolutely.
So stop laughing, please. Yeah. Stop having fun at the rugby tent.
Don't have fun. Yeah, sorry. Right, serious faces on. But yeah, so no, a fantastic try in that, and good leg drive to get over. And if you are the Rhinos watching this, having a comfortable now 17-point lead, when their boys come on to their quarter, the second quarter, they'll be feeling pretty comfortable.
So what do you think? It's a weight off, or it's pressure because you don't want to give up some of that?
Weight off.
Yeah.
Weight off, so? I think. If you're confident.
It's like being handed the baton in a 4x4 relay.
Yes.
The lead's great, but it's only something you can lose.
Yeah. Please be quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of a chance here now for the Rhinos the Elephants to tidy things up. Stanley had a little bit of a run. There's the hooter. They want to keep it on the park and try and get at least one score. Penalty against the Elephants. Now what do they do here? Probably don't kick it off the park. They probably want to keep playing, add to this lead. Oh, they do kick it off the park. Okay, so 17 is enough for the Rhinos at the moment. That is a first quarter lead and victory. Impressive.
Yeah, really impressive. Some fantastic tries scored there, and there we go, doing a little bit of a dance as well as they point at themselves at the big screen. And again, worth mentioning, a lot of these players won't have had a big screen before. They won't have seen themselves on it.
So now the same teams will match up. Already on the field, in fact, the Elephants. And the Rhinos boys. Yes, and let's go sideline and get some reaction.
All right, we know the Rhinos are in the lead. Remember, it's a long game we're playing here. The girls play now the boys have gone on. I've got Marite Pinaria, who's part of the coaching staff from the Elephants. What have you seen, and what are you going to try and correct?
Well, I think at the moment we can see that we are falling behind a bit. So we're going to try and, boys are going to try and capitalize a bit, and then move it over to the senior women's, and then ultimately the boys are going to have to, or the men is going to have to pull it out and pull us through.
It's quite interesting because you have to build. It's in blocks. So how do you approach a game like this?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, like, we have to start. We started with the coin toss, which we won. So we built a little bit of confidence from that. But you have to capitalize on certain things, rucks specifically, and then obviously everybody joining at the rucks and trying to steal the ball back if you don't have any width or anything. So that's how they win the ball back again.
All right, I think they've kicked off. Marite, go coach. Go. Let's go.
Thank you, ladies. Great insights there. The Rhinos have kicked off. And the Elephants in the orange jerseys, down by 17 for their franchise. This is the second of 4 quarters. They've won the penalty here. And they'll need to bring some real energy to this cat.
Yeah, definitely, and that will be not 10, so might see a yellow here, and yes we have. So a great start for Elephants to try and chase down this 17-point deficit.
They go quickly through the hands. Again, the Elephants, a lot of local players filling out here from Oceanside High School, one of the strong suppliers in this part of the country. Nice one-handed offload. Stop and go, but look at that textbook tackle. The Rhinos driving back. There's a headgear strewn aside. Another penalty for the Elephants.
Yeah, not supporting body weight. Off feet over that ball, sealing it off.
Quick tap from Kingston Garrison. He's backed himself. He's a little bit isolated, though. Yeah, and he's going to be penalized.
And that's the difference there. The got himself isolated. Great from the Rhinos player to get over that ball. And there's a bit, was it thrown ball back?
Yeah, he took a quick tap. It's something in a club game you probably get away with it, but that's one of the learnings here.
Yeah.
As the man serves his time in the bin. 2 minutes.
Scrum halves are always trying that one, aren't they? They know full well it's not their penalty. I'm not saying he didn't know, but nines tend to try.
Well, the young lad is 18 years of age. This is part of what's going on here, all the learnings, watching the elite players, but also learning how to play in tournament format.
Yeah, and under floodlights. And I remember playing under floodlights for the first time, and actually things like high balls, receiving a ball from certain angles. Like, if you haven't experienced it before, you have to then get used to it. So it's great that they're doing this at this young age, because then when they do it, as they will do in the future, they'll be used to it.
Here we go. Spill ball in the middle, another penalty. Not back 10 are the Elephants.
Yeah, they started well and they had an advantage, but really they want to utilize the fact that Rhinos are down a player for the next 2 minutes or next minute and a half now.
There's a tap from Leuta, another famous name in American rugby. Great to see these families being represented. That one's accidentally kicked into his own players. Oh, accidental, but she's going to call the offside, or hands on the floor, I guess.
Yeah, I think quite hot on when going for the ball. Can't go past it. Got to be a genuine attempt on ball. Good carry.
Yeah, that's a strong carry. Look at all those green jerseys hanging off him. And get this away. There's going to be an advantage somewhere on the park. A loose ruck there. It's been knocked forward.
Yeah, legal though, because he came through the gate. He was square. He wasn't at the side. He didn't put his hands on the floor. Just kept on driving, and that looks like that yellow card is up. So Rhinos have survived not being scored against, but Elephants will be gutted not to get points on the board there.
Keep in mind, 3 minutes into this second quarter, it was the Rhinos girls who put up 17 unanswered points against the Elephants. We are having an aggregate score, a total score. This is the second of 4 periods. The Elephants would dearly love to get a couple of quick strikes, but they're on the back foot at scrum time and they can't gather that ball. And that's the delight of all of the Rhinos in the stands below us.
Yeah, definitely. That scrum putting so much pressure that it's forced a knock on from the Elephants there, so they'll be disappointed.
You talk about these younger players playing in the big stadium. They've got a nice feel, a nice taste for the big screen over there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Gesturing, looking at themselves.
Yeah. Well, it's great. The first time you see yourself on big screen, you are like, hey, this is cool. You try and style it out like you're not looking, but really, of course you are. Yeah.
Well, thanks for joining us on YouTube. Yeah, all these clips will be up. There's some incredible highlights over the last N days. Look at that flat pass. A scything line. Nice offer there from Dixon, but they're going to go right through the middle. And there's a dive. That'll go on the big screen and on YouTube. Timosi Bakaraiwa. Stylish finish for the Rhinos.
He's been fantastic, actually. He did some really big tackles earlier, some work rate ones across there. He's done some good pace, and then obviously, swan dive. And he's done it right this time. Yeah, we saw some worms earlier, but for the swan, yeah.
Great stuff for the 18-year-old from Ombak. To get a ball here, the conversion missed again, but yeah, he's giving him the business.
He is loving life, I tell you that now. Yeah.
Back to business now on the field. He looks left, but shapes to his right. Again, another well-timed kick. Oh, the big shot comes in, but no gather. This is a nice response from the Elephants. Can they finish? The big man's on it. He takes the tackle. It does sort of keep it alive. Much better play. Deacon Maeva has been excellent on the ball there. He made the break and then he got there in support. He's still on it now. He was short of support and he's on his own. And I think the Rhinos have stolen it. Tough to say no rolling away there because no one's on the ground. That's perhaps didn't release the tackler, but can't say not rolling away there. And he kicks it out midfield. There's some good short, choppy steps from Ragudo. This is better. Again, competition at the breakdown. Elephants a little bit flat, relying on their individual brilliance. Wind up, left-handed pass, out wide. Stop and go, 4 meters from the line. Serengeti looking to get on the board. The counter ruck making it difficult. In fact, the counter ruck producing the ball, and they're going to kick into space. Relief for the moment for the Rhinos from their own line. It's bobbled, running the wrong way. Still on his feet, not held, so he gets up, but it's tough for the support to get there. They do in the end. Nice work there from Taguma.
A good kick over as well, because there is space in behind there.
The jump step, not really causing any problems for the defenders. The offload, nice pickup. Just good discipline play from the Rhinos, keeping their feet for as long as they can. Getting bodies there just like that to clean out, but it pops out the back. Chance for the Elephants to get on the board. They go wide. The show and the go. The inside pass, wonderful rugby. Good team play from the Elephants finally. And it's going to be Fragone. Touches it down, and he knows they got to jog back. They got to narrow this deficit. 2 more, so a quick 7. 29 points to 7.
Yeah, look how quickly they went as well. They were like really slick with that to pass it back inside to go for the conversion, but they've got some really good skills here. Some one-hand offloads back in. They've produced some really good rugby.
Nice work from Garrison Gaudinet. Big forward, pitch, shift that pass inside.
Garrison I've been impressed with.
Yeah.
I think he's been really key to this Elephants attack.
Here they go, Rhinos. Maybe a little too much celebration. Need to get that scoreboard ticking over again. And pass to no one, bounces kindly though. You've got to credit the Elephants. They haven't quit here, and they're starting to make some tackles. Good position there. Thought he might have a steal. That was through him in. The pass out the back doesn't go to hand. Rhinos wisely regather. That's McGill setting up the ruck. Oh, that's a counter ruck from the side.
Very much in at the side there.
A bit of pushing and shoving. Not a great deal there, but I'm not sure it's the last time we're going to see some of this before the evening's over. There's a lot of on the line here.
Yeah, exactly. And I just think that it was a clear penalty in at the side and then just heated after it. But referee's just going to have a word with the captains, I think.
Well, the girls who have done their job have come up in the stands now, and they're all a part of it. They know they put 17 up for the club, and they get to celebrate. Referee's having a little bit of a chat here. Oh, palms up. I didn't do anything.
Yeah, yeah, palms up. Oh, sorry. But, yeah, there you go. So we'll just have a word. So there we go.
Oh. Just one yellow. Wonder what, maybe one each. Okay.
Yeah, one each. Yeah, normally when there's like pushing and shoving, it is whoever instigated and reacted. So yeah, one for each of them. And good, because then it cuts it out for any future stuff. It doesn't allow anything else to build up because they won't want to get yellow cards.
Sending a message. They're looking for a second naughty chair. The two of them will sit beside each other and watch as it's 9-on-9 action here at Rugby 10s. Ironically. And we're coming down to the final seconds, and that will do it. The second of 4 quarters. After a 17-point lead, the Rhinos extend to 29 points to 7 over the Elephants.
Yeah, good to see Elephants get a score on the board there as well, because they did work really hard for that, and they do only obviously get that 10 minutes to just put it all on the line.
I told him before the game, coming at him. I thought he wanted them to go get you. Good game, man. Hey, I told you, bro.
Do you want me to fill here?
Look at the girls just testing up, getting ready. They've chosen the men. It's a bit of a slight on the women, but they were the champions in their division, the Rhino men. So the women will be third here. Just getting those bodies in shape. There's the men just taking their time. They're up in 10 minutes.
I am going to get 2. I'm in 2. Come on, Danny. Here he is.
Well, we'll go down to LJ, who's making sure Danny Lee's there on time.
I've got a 2 for here. I've got former England player Alex Corbusiero, former All Black Danny Lee. Ahead, but how do you make sure there's no complacency from the 2 teams that have now got to come out and add to this total?
I mean, it's been a good 3 days of rugby all around. Everyone's given their all. You know, there's plenty of entertainment for people that are watching, but there's always that pride on the line. There's the rivalry between the franchises, but also there's prize money as well. So it's not hard to get up with rugby players when you talk about money.
Corbs, this has been a lot of fun so far. Is the best yet to come? Are the two teams that we're about to see now, your seniors, are they really going to put a marker down?
I think they're ready to go. I think obviously the scoreboard favours us a little bit, so you might see a little bit more risk out there probably, but at the same time, I think we've been sort of setting the mantle out each time. You can see the energy coming from the sidelines. Like Danny said, there's prize money up for grabs. So it's kind of that collective feel to this one, so it's quite special. And I think the juniors have a tremendous job to put us in the position. We're looking forward to the ladies going and securing their 10 minutes, and then we'll finish strong as the anchors of this relay.
Danny, I've got to ask you about the tournament as a whole and what it means this area. You are head of Rhinos Rugby. We've flown in for this. We're here for a fun week. But what will this mean for the legacy in San Clemente for rugby?
Yeah, it's huge. Derek and Andrea have put something special in place. We're just pleased to be a part of it. And I think, tonight and the previous few days is just showing the entertainment value of it. So, 10s is getting bigger and bigger. There's more tournaments being played around the world, and hopefully we can continue.
And I know that there's a lot that goes into this, especially from a coaching perspective. You oversee all of this with your 4 teams. But what has been the most stressful thing this week? Has it been the coaching, or was it when your wife Hayley dragged you around Walmart on Wednesday?
Yeah, there's all of the above. There's a lot that goes into it. There's a lot of people that fly in. There was a weather aspect last week as well, with grounds being closed. So there's been a lot of little things that have gone on that have made it difficult. But in the end, the rugby's the winner, and everyone that's been involved have loved it.
That's why he brought me in, was to keep his morale up, to keep him hyped. Through thick or thin, we're here together. I make his life very easy. I'm very organised, very easy to deal with. Hey, set piece, mate. Your set piece is firing. It's firing.
Right, we've had our little break. We've now got the seniors going out 10 minutes each for the women and the men. Let's see what the Rhinos can do, and can the Elephants bring it back?
Come on, you Rhinos.
Thank you, LJ. Great to hear from the general manager. I'd send Corbs to Walmart if I had to. But there we go. This is the Rhinos squad, the senior women, coached by Sylvia Bratton. A lot of big names in there.
Leila Rapetti has been doing some great stuff, hasn't she? So it'll be exciting to see what she can do.
Keep an eye on her. And for the Elephants, they started off pool play with 2 great wins, leading the table, and then got opened up by the Honey Badgers. But head coach Rob McDowell has had a lot of changes, lost some players, lost one of their best players in the first play, did a knee. So things not particularly going their way, but we'll see if the Elephants' pride, and as LJ said, can claw back on this 22-point deficit here in the third quarter of the fourth place playoff. So much action here. These players were in the stands seconds ago cheering on the boys, and now they're out in the field, so it must be fun to be involved.
Oh, the adrenaline levels, because you're only 10 minutes, then you're like watching the rest of the game, but you've had an impact on it. It's great.
I did play in the Hong Kong Sevens in the olden days when all the players would sit in the end of the stands, and then as teams would get knocked out, players would grab a beer, but the action would continue.
Yeah.
So don't get knocked out late. Either get knocked out early or win it.
Yeah.
Don't go in between. Right now, it's the Elephants' chance, and I think if any of the Elephants teams, this women's team, have some talent in there. We talked about Lizzie Gibson, been very impressive here. The Canadian. This is good from the Elephants. 2 players out in the wide channel. That ball's just dropped. And we are in the night sky, and for some of these players, it may be a little bit different playing under the lights.
Yeah, it could be, but I think also just miscommunication there. They were both stood in the same channel. They didn't know who it was supposed to be going to, and that's generally when you'll get those types of knock-ons happening.
So 15 meters out, a glorious chance for the Rhinos. Ball's picked out of the scrum. Referee saying she's offside. That's a tough call, but they will go. Lines offered, powerful running right through the middle. That was Opeti. Now they've gone wide. Elephant caught on the wrong side there, just getting out of the way. Now they're looking at the pick and go game, and yeah, why not? Look at the strength in behind. Just a meter to go now. Getting low, latching on, lunging for the line, but doesn't quite get there. And it's going to be a knock-on. Great defense from the Elephants.
Fantastic defense there because they were under a lot of pressure, so worked really hard to make sure they denied Rhinos getting more of a lead on this game. But you're right, I think Elephants are the ones, these women's team are the ones to potentially bring this deficit back.
It's an interesting decision in the modern game whether you jump and try and go over the top, but if you don't get it right, you can often lose it. She tries to go over there, but the ball's knocked out.
Yeah, you have to be sure, don't you? Especially as if now you're held up, you don't just get to scrum. They have to kick back to you, so you lose it. So you generally find that players are less likely to go for it, but this one was spilled, so it will be an Elephants put into this scrum.
Great shot of the Rhino scrum, looking to put some pressure on here as the Elephants are backed up to their try line. They get it away well. Early pass. Maybe a bit more space for her to run into, but they've stolen it straight out of the hands.
Hold it.
Rhinos doing the job. Now they've got numbers out wide. Big tackle coming in.
Really?
Very close game at the moment for Rhino women. They're not shipping it particularly wide. Yeah, there's the inside pass. There was a gap, but it closed up very quickly. Outstanding work from the Elephants. Again, running across the face. This is a credit to the Serengeti Elephants defense.
No.
Nowhere to go for Haas. Again, they're still looking around the fringes, coming in hard with a big tackle. Pick and go. 3 meters to gain. Another one. They're standing up a bit early, so the Elephants able to drive it back. Comes out the back, and finally that's what creates the opportunity. A little bit of disorganization, and it will be Leila Opeti, I think, who gets it down. Sarah will be happy with that.
Yeah, they'll be really happy with that build-up because Elephants were trying to play from deep, obviously on their own try line, but the risk of doing that is if it does get turned over, you're within the striking range of opposition, so they might have wanted to just clear that one to get pressure away from them.
Again, a relatively simple kick missed, so 2 points of begging.
They're going to want to do something on this kickoff receipt because they have to do something quickly because they know just how strong their Rhinos men's side are.
Yeah, right now 27 points, the advantage. That one's knocked forward, or backwards to the ref, so we will play on. Change of direction. Fend, 50-50 ball. Good work off the ball, but couldn't quite get her hands on it. Oh, massive tackle coming in from the Rhinos. Good strong carry there, though, from Vezania. But it's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, and they've gone quickly as well with it, with that quick tap.
All the way to the edge, floating with the sideline and just putting a foot in touch. Great work from our refereeing crew. We've been on the case.
Yeah, they've been on it, and good defense as well from Elephants there because, yeah, that was, oh, this is going to be the big hit. Here you go, so she's working hard to stay, and then obviously doesn't even see her coming in with a big shoulder hit.
Yeah, the officials have been working hard. Mike Mulroy and his team, thank you to them. You can't play the game without the referees. The Elephants need something quickly, and that ball's been stolen at the front. A great lift, although it's popped back again. There's some space. Finally, the Elephants looking to run. Oh, there's a shot that may have been a little bit high. Yeah, referee's got it.
Looks like penalty only for now. Sometimes they do speak to the touch judge, don't they, to see if it's anything more.
The Elephants have chosen a scrum. Just wonder if it isn't maybe time for the quick tap. We're 6 minutes into this third quarter already.
Quick tap or the line out option just to get further up the pitch because they're still just only outside their 22, so really difficult to attack from here, especially as Rhinos do put up a flat four, so they're not, it's not like they've got someone sat back sweeping, so unless they're thinking of kicking over the top, difficult to attack against.
And then this happens, you reset the scrum, and that's another 30 seconds.
Yeah, when you're chasing a game, just need that tempo up.
5-on-5. Elephants looking for anything, some inspiration to give to their men. Going into the fourth quarter, there's the missed pass. And they go to the speedster, who looks immediately to the outside, but Rhinos are up to it in defense. No room for Awino to work in. Another penalty for not rolling away. There they go. The message has come in. They want to go quickly. Gibson on the ball. Nice pass from her. There's Awino. She's literally lifted. She does well to get the ball in play. There's got to be opportunity. But credit the Rhinos for taking away the midfield, jarring the ball loose, and now they're on the counterattack. Third, fourth up for Gabs here. The 2025 Rugby 10 Championship. Pair of threes joined by Cat Merchant. This is the third of four quarters in the third, fourth place game. The big final still to come. That will be the Wild Dogs up against the Balkan Honey Badgers. Nice hands from the Elephants. The ball in the right hand, and the left hand's going straight to the throat twice, 3 times. Patient defense, bending but not breaking. She just got stuck in the wrong side, not happy with the shot to the throat.
That's fine.
Yeah, tap and go.
Yeah.
Old school Cat says it's fine.
Yeah, love it.
Nice run here. Finally, the Elephants on the board through the arcing run of Gracie Anderson.
All started by Wafula and her run. Really great. I'm all for a handoff to the face, to the throat, wherever. Just go for it. Because defensively, just get lower. No, they won't hit you there. So it was, yeah, no, I really like it. And then great for them to get the score as well. A nice arcing run there as well, just going towards the defender and then arcing away.
Yeah, good work, and maybe an important 7 points if the men can pull off a miracle here. And it is a full 7. So 34 points to 14, the aggregate. We've got a minute to play here.
Yeah, just closing down on that score, just making it a little bit less daunting for this final quarter. So they're doing their job. They're getting into this game. They've got the momentum with them.
Ellie Douglas, the University of Victoria Viking, will be kicking off. See if they can get their hands back on it. That one's a bit long, so it will be Rhinos to control. 30 seconds to play here. They can grind it out, or they can try and extend the lead. This one, they're just going to walk it straight down the park for about 20 meters, although Wafula's got her hands on it. Big turnaround late on here. Nice miss pass, brilliantly judged. It's going to be surely a penalty taking the player without the ball.
Yeah,
strong tackle there from Bailey. The referee's got it. Spirited stuff from the Elephants.
Yeah, absolutely. They started going wide as well. They looking, and this time does look like, oh no. I wondered if they were going to go for touch. It does look that way.
They'll still have the throw, and as long as they find touch, and they do.
Yeah, one more shot at it to just close that gap just by one more try.
After all the Rhino dominance we've been talking about in the first near 30 minutes, it is amazing that with the score here, the difference would only be 13. As we start that fourth quarter in the men's section. Julian Bogue, Rugby World Cupper for Canada. It's the target, the left hand knocks it back. Job done in terms of possession. Strong carry there. Izzy Gibson, was she held? Oh, the referee says yes, she was.
Yeah.
It did look like it, didn't it?
It's just that momentum. If it's a full stop, looks like it is held. So I think right call there.
Really impressed with Izzy Gibson, but that was one too many. Now they're going to get it off the park. Yeah, Rhinos are happy with that.
Yeah, absolutely. They've worked hard as well. Elephants women did as best they could to close the gap, but it's a big ask now to the Elephants men.
Well, let's go down sideline and get some reaction from Qatar.
All right, the Elephants are creeping back into the game very slowly. I reckon it's a long game and a long one to manage. How did you break it down?
Oh, we just like you eat an elephant, piece by piece. Yeah, no, we just need to dig deep. That's all we can do. It's a bit of a hard ask, but if we can manage it and pick up the tempo, hopefully, then we can get back into it.
Is it a case of you have a message for the whole squad at the start of the game, or how does it work?
No, not really. It's a little bit of cowboys and crooks at this stage. We had to get our youth assembled again, and then get them already here. So yeah, seniors are going at it. So let's see how they go.
What are you hoping to see now in this half?
Hopefully we can win this and pull this through.
Thanks for all those words. Thank you, Frankie. Yeah, I really appreciate it. Man of many words, Frankie Horn.
How about our Blitzbach legend, Frankie Horn, giving us the sound bites? It's about cowboys and crooks at this stage, Kat.
Yeah, I love that. I love that Katura just gave all the sass. Brilliant. We love it.
Yeah, maybe accepting the reality, 20 points down as we start this fourth quarter against the Rhino men, who are the men's champions. It's a tough ask.
Yeah, big ask.
So the Elephants in the orange jerseys need 3 unanswered and converted tries. That kick goes into the night sky. Good work from the Rhinos. Double tackle. Good discipline from the Elephants, releasing as the referee asked for it. Yeah, and no need for them to go too risky out wide. They want to build the phases. They're going to be penalized here. And the Elephants off and running. Nice strong carry, the big man. Looking for support, doesn't quite get it to him, but it's still orange ball. Making hard work of this after they got him behind. Big tackle on Kafua. Elephants really looking around the breakdown right through the middle. We saw the Rhinos with a lot of success going wide. This pass back to the inside isn't working for the moment. What a smash.
No.
Wow, that was big. Khaleesi Moley putting the shoulder in. Not held. There's a little bit of a roll.
Yeah, an extra roll. One too many rolls for the referee's liking. So Rhinos, but look at that Rhinos defence. Considering where Elephants started with that line break, they've been pushed back 30, 40 metres.
Yeah, the big men got in behind. It looked like they might be off to the races to narrow this gap, but then just proceeded to recoil. Rhinos again milking the clock, taking their time. Well, Danny and Frankie both spoke about it. There's not only hardware, but there's money on the line here. The franchises earn part of the prize money depending on where they finish. Obviously third getting more than fourth.
Don't do that. No.
Yeah, they're moving their way up this pitch. They're looking pretty confident because, yeah, you're right. They don't have to play high risk. They don't have to chase a load of scores. They can actually just settle into this one with a comfortable lead.
They'll walk to this line out. Loose ball, knocked forward from Apulu, but advantage. Elephants taking away midfield, so this man started dancing. He's still going. Finally bundled to the ground by Tafua, and now the counter ruck comes in. Lots of encouragement from the sidelines here. Good crowd gathered at the end of this wonderful Saturday competition here in Irvine, California. Still have the big 1v2 final still to come. The Honey Badgers up against the defending champions, the Wild Dogs. They'll play 4 10-minute periods to see who lifts and claims the championship for this 5th year of offering. The Rhinos have yet to win the championship. The Elephants claimed it once. That ball's gone backwards. Turnover now. Elephants. Big hard running from Den Hout. It's a big unit.
Watch it.
Thought about the pass, but had to bring it back in, did Tafua. That's what the Rhinos are doing well. They're taking away those passing lanes out in the midfield. Good line speed from them.
Yeah, really good line speed. They've been putting so much pressure. Elephants not really going, I was going to say not really going anywhere as they then break through.
Finally finding a bit of room on that side there. A looping pass again. Midfield. Oh, look at the feet from the big man, Apulu.
Oh, yes.
Coming back infield. Regrouping. Shipped out from Den Hood. Goes to ground, but that's okay. Elephants down by 20 in the aggregate. 4 minutes to play. The nudge off the knee, and I think he's behind him. I think that's going to be a valid score, and it's going to be under the poles.
Excellent response from Elephants there to get in and get a score. They'll be really happy with that. Don't often see a knee pass.
No.
Yeah, so, yeah.
I like it, though. It's original. Great surface here, so it popped up brilliantly.
Yeah, no, I like it. Because you see tries scored sometimes off of players' heads, don't you? When it's hit them in the head, gone forward, and then players score off it. Can't say it's intentional, but here we go.
Left footer, and there it is here. Just watch. Oh, it's more of a shin, I guess.
Yeah, okay, cool. So less of a knee, but good control off it. And they'll be happy to get that because, you know, this Rhino side, the men's side, is a really strong unit. So the Elephants will be pleased.
They've got depth in this Rhinos team as well. You see some subs coming on the field. Real quality. That kick is going to be an issue for the Elephants. And any momentum immediately goes back to the men in green.
Yeah, I don't know why today. We've just seen a lot of kicks across the girls, boys, men's and women's, actually. All of them not going 10.
Well, no surprise here. The Rhinos. Sad Elephant. Not getting the result they're looking for in this third, fourth place playoff.
Yeah, they've done all they can. And just have to watch on now in these last kind of 5 minutes of what they can do.
Stability before the ball's in, boys. Crouch! Bind! Set!
Stumbled a little bit. Too much pressure, offside, frustration.
Offside.
Yeah. They look a little confused as to what's going on there. But Rhinos call for the scrum, so we get to see it again.
Yes.
Here we go. Gavin Amore in the middle of that scrum. The Elephants still happy. Perhaps willingly ignoring the scoreboard at the moment and just enjoying the experience.
And it's an interesting Rhino setup behind this scrum. All four backs,
Yeah.
they're just directly behind it so they can flood either way.
Got to get the ball first, and they barely secure that. In fact, they don't. Referee's got his arm out, so they all go to the right, the bottom of your screen. Getting the hands free, textbook stuff, and look at the pace injection. Another penalty against the Elephants.
Yeah, just giving far too many penalties away, adding to the already inevitable pressure which is on them with the scoreboard coming into this game.
2.5 minutes to play, some frustration creeping in, maybe a few comments. Looked like one of the other players settled down, the player who was maybe verbally challenging the referee. Good to see. That was Den Hood. And it will give the luxury of the Rhinos to just nudge it down the sideline. Everett has been really impressive, the USA Eagle.
Hasn't he just? A fantastic tournament, really, really has. Attack, defense, all of it.
Wonder if USA head coach Zach Test is keeping one eye on the Rugby 10s. Congratulations to him as he rebuild that USA program. Of course, across town we'll be playing Olympic Sevens Rugby in 2028. It's part of the LA Olympics. USA pre-qualified. Goes to ground. Oh, come right inside the Elephant. I don't know. how or why. It looked a bit like an elephant. Outrageous dummy. Oh, guess who? The skunk is working away.
It's going backwards though with his dummying.
Tusitala, the most entertaining player you'll ever want to see as they bundle him into touch.
And again, looks they're getting a little heated in there. Jackson Everett's just getting up there. Glad he's all right.
Referee's asking the Elephants to retreat.
Oh, sorry. I'm sorry.
Skipper just wants a bit of a chat, saying, what are we doing wrong?
Let that one go. The issue is we have a player that went back into the mall.
The right call, find out, learn.
And is killing the ball, okay? So he's going to... No. That's not what happened, trust me.
I think he's right. Lucky not to be in the bin for that ridiculous side entry. The referee's going to have a little chat with their assistant official. Oh, going to have another chat. Yeah. Right.
Don't touch people with faces in the ground. Yes.
There we go. You could go down there and referee.
No.
Yeah, pushing people's
On the
faces
15.
on the ground.
On 15.
Here we go. A minute and a half to play. The big Rhinos charging the line. There's only 9 Elephants to defend. Tusitala gets it. Dummies again. Dancing. Oh, I thought he was going to get him behind, but he's brought down. Rhinos regroup. They go with the flow. Simple hands, but the Elephants have jarred it loose. Great commitment from them. This man just hasn't had any space.
Release.
He's really been manhandled over there. Does stop from going into touch. Elephants finding some pace on the pass, but still getting met midfield. Tusitala being an absolute pest, and he's done the job. He's gone backwards. Rhinos flooding around. Good ruck work from them, just enough bodies there.
Yeah, got wrapped in there, so a penalty to finish this. And again, you can see how heated it's getting. There's some pushing, some shoving. Tensions are high. So I think they're pointing at the clock. They know it's over.
He's going to maybe try a drop goal, just to extend the lead. Smart. Oh, he's off the post, ball still in play. Imagine. So you see it all here at Rugby 10s. The American Stars hit the post, but his team, the San Clemente Rhinos, have claimed 3rd place here. The hardware, the cash, and a joint effort from the girls, the boys, the women, and the men.
Absolutely, they dominated across all, really, and they've just deserved winners of the 3rd, 4th playoff. And they can all join each other now onto the pitch.